Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 88 of Direwolf20's server play series. Just logged into the server, found my turtle was recharging a redstone energy cell for me, so that's pretty good. And hanging out watching all this cool stuff happen. Turned on my tunnel bore and there's just items showing up everywhere. Pretty awesome. The tunnel bore seems to be working out really well, collecting all kinds of good stuff. Between last episode and this one, I actually made a few changes over in the overworld, my main base in the overworld, which is kind of becoming my old home, if you will. Wound up placing a ender chest here. You can see that's the tunnel bore, it links to that one. But this ender chest will also collect all the quantum, the scrap and all the stuff that comes out of the mass fabricators. All the UU matter that gets pulled out of here, yeah, that's going to go straight into here. So you can see my relays going here. I also set up a third recycling system to help keep up with the amount of cobble and dirt and stuff. So you can see there's a third recycler back here, and that's, got its own relay system filling up. Pretty awesome. So that stuff's gonna, do what it needs to do. Also added another row of geothermal generators and put some liquid ducts back here to make sure that, we've got enough power for all these extra recyclers and the massive amount of UU matter that I'll hopefully be creating from all this stuff coming in. Awesome. Heading back to my base, looked like that ender chest was getting pretty full. It's not that big a deal. We don't have to worry about it filling up too much, because if this does fill up, it'll just backstuff the tunnel bore, and the tunnel bore will just kind of wait until there's more room for things to filter in. But if I want, I can just flip the lever, and that will stop the tunnel bore. Now the thing has stopped moving, and we can just check this chest, and everything should clear out. How cool. Wow, we got a torch in there, huh? That's interesting. How do we get a torch? I either went through an area that I've been to, or we found something cool. I'm hoping it's found something cool. So you can see it's stopped moving. It's now emptying out all the items we've got. So I am going to check out what it ran into over here. Ta-da! So how did we find a torch, huh? That's a good question. It looks like it probably just found the torch. So let me figure it out, and I'll be back in a few. Alright guys, I saw Richard G logged in here, and, oh, he's telling me not to go to the next floor. Oh, look what he did. He stole my little secret thing here. Oh, there we go. Did I get that book, or did he take it out? Yeah, that's what Richard G did. He put a book in there. And now when the zombies come through, they fall right through the miscraft portal. What a punk. And guess where it goes? No. Dude, if you tell me not to go somewhere, I'm going to go there. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is. Oh well.
He's asking you to mix with his TBM, Dyer. It's a
I
dare.
can see that. It is a dare. My tunnel bore is running just fine.
RG, you should look at the upgrade I did to my tunnel bore.
So by the way, this is the layout of my room that I think I'm going to do. I'll have a couple red power things over here, some buildcraft power over here, and some industrial craft power over here. I think I want to have my own macerators in here. Even though I've got a few pulverizers over here that can do the coal dust for me, this is like the automated system. I might want some manual macerators that are of course overclocked, so that if I want to do some coal dust or something real quick just to macerate, then it'll be good. I'm also going to have an induction smelter here, just to, cook things up. Induction furnace, that is. An induction smelter from thermal expansion will go here, along with a magma crucible and a liquid trans and all that good stuff. And then, of course, compressors and extractors just for that kind of good thing. So that's the layout real quick. Why don't I get building the items I need, and then I'll be back to put them in place and wire it all up and all that good stuff. And I better turn off my tunnel bore at the moment because lots of items flowing in. I think we can do for a little break.
Really?
Yep, and guys, we're back. Swapping out this cobblestone that was my placeholder for macerator, induction furnace, which I think is this guy, and compressor, and extractor. Cool. Gotta get some IC2 power over here. Still debating if I want to run a power line from my nuclear reactor all the way underground over here, or if I just want to set up like a solar panel or something. I don't know, I haven't figured that part out yet. We'll see.
Okay.
Alright guys, putting together a couple items here. Got a magma crucible, got liquid transposer, and I need a couple pieces of sand because I want to make an induction furnace. 1, 2. That ought to do. Nice. So, probably magma next to liquid transposer, next to induction smelter. Cool. Might want, let's see, there's a couple other toys in here. Don't think I need a sawmill, really. May want an igneous extruder at some point, but I'm going to hold off on it for now. I don't think I need one at the moment. Aqueous accumulator, I think I'm also good with right now. I don't need any of that. So I think that's good for this area. And then there's one more thing I wanted to build over here, and that was the charging bench. I never really did get around to making one of those. Let's give it a shot. Going to need some obsidian and a couple batteries. And that's not too bad. Copper coil. I have enough stuff to make a copper coil, I think, right here. And maybe some of it over here. Grum's having fun with, he just got his first high voltage solar panel, isn't that right, Grum?
Yeah, but not having fun with it, because I have to solve my power issue that I have in my base. It's not a lack of power, but it's the distribution of power that's giving me an issue.
Yeah, it's easy.
I appear to need a different network for incoming and outgoing power. That makes it a bit hard.
I gotcha. Oh, also guys, I had to upgrade my Nikolite chest to have more storage because that I have a lot of. So 2 batteries, copper coil, this guy, some wood. I think I also needed a chest and some obsidian. And that should get us the charging bench. Which is awesome looking. I'm going to put it over here because I don't have anything else I need to do with it. For now, that's good. Might even move...
I fixed my input. I'm pulling 800 EU a tick. So that's good. Part of the problem solved.
Oh, right. The charging bench has an internal energy storage. Nice. So let's get my sonic screwdriver in there, and it should charge up awfully quick. Oh, that is cool.
Ooh, I need one of those too.
Yeah, charging bench is neat. Plus, they look awesome.
Yeah, I haven't actually made one ever. I've seen one in the workshop, but I haven't actually made one.
I also have an old redstone energy cell that I can use. This actually came from my system where I had the oil stuff. Ah. There we go. That should be charging everything up. Should be. Yeah, there it goes. Nice. Now it should really be charging stuff up. Ah, there we go. Much better. I just need to figure out a way to automatically charge this thing. I mean, I could set my engines over here to detect when it's somewhat low and turn them on. Do it with a computer program or something. I'll figure it out. So that's that power system. That's good for now. Again, like I said, I'll have to figure out a way to get the engines to charge it for me. Something to work on. Now for power to this stuff. Do I want to just throw a solar panel up there, or do I want to... good question. I'll come back when I think it out. Alright guys, back and building an LB transformer. Should be able to just do... How do I get a plant in my inventory? Where'd this come from? BT battery. Alright, you're going there now. So, LB transformer. Probably have an MB here. I'll just run this whole line on low voltage.
It does really limit the amount of overclockers you can put in.
Low voltage?
Yeah.
Well, I'll see what happens. I mean, if it gets into a slowdown problem, I'll bump it up to medium and just add, you know, the voltage upgrades to these guys. But for now, it'll be a good start. Gonna get myself a MFE, I think. That should be cool. Okay.
I think I need a second card to get lava for this because it's not going fast enough with one.
Wow, you're really draining a lot, huh?
Sorry?
Really draining a lot, huh?
Yeah, let's see, in the like 10 minutes I had my thermal piles running, or my thermal generators. It pulled 600 lava, 600 buckets out of my 2000 storage.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going a bit faster than I want. Then again, those conducts are really awesome because I just turned 15 off of the
Right.
20. Just prevent input, and well, it should be stopping soon, I hope.
Right. Cool. Alright guys, I'm just getting a few items here that I'm going to need, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, solar plant time. Boom, boom, boom. Just throwing it all in there. That should be all I need to get things going. I like this solar mission we made, Grum. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we should be able to shrink it quite some.
Oh, I'm sure.
Fun.
Yeah, we definitely were not going for a compressed build.
We should make a solar making machine on tubes, on frames, that we can move around, and it will plant the solar the things it makes. What about that one?
We could do that. I think that would be doable. Alright guys, once my solars are finished, I'll be back. And with that guys, I got myself a low voltage solar panel. Nice. Let's get this guy charged up. What do I have for power transfer here? Not much. Probably going to want a few of these. Okay. A little bit of silver and some diamonds. Nice. Alright, let's get this guy hooked up. Probably just going to run him out here. Probably going to want to run him... that's even more problematic. Because of this whole setup. Where do I want to put this guy? Don't want to run him down the wall. Don't really want him to interfere with this cool look that I've got going on. I could just run him out here. Let me think it out. I think this'll do. Let's see. How about your G? He can't touch my geostation. Just want to test the base shield. Make sure it's still within the base shield. I think it is. Nice. Perfect. Look at that. I think that's a pretty nice looking thing. And from the inside, it should look even better. Let's get the base shield turned off because that drains a lot of energy, as we know. Okay, coming through here. Beautiful. So nice MFSU that should be starting to charge up. extractor, compressor, induction furnace is charging slowly but surely. May wind up going with the old, yeah, we'll see. But for now, I think that looks like a pretty good setup. So nice, we've got machines, we've got a nice little workshop area to do anything we need to do. Alright guys, next up, let's make sure our power is going smoothly, heading over to this guy down here that I filled in. Remember I told you earlier that I'm going to have to figure out a nice, easy way to keep this thing charged. So basically, in order to get this to work, I want to hook into the existing power line that I have for these guys over here. So, let's see what I can do. I'm thinking, what do I got down here? Yeah, it's all kind of in the way, isn't it? That shouldn't be too bad, though. Alright, I can manage with that. So I just sneak right down here. I think I've got some redstone energy conduits ready to go. Okay. Nope, not you yet. That ought to do, right? Cool. So that'll charge up whenever these things are turned on. So how to get them to turn on? Well, that's the next trick that I'm going to have to work on. Better make sure I have some light down here. I don't want any monsters spawning under my house. That would be annoying. That is not what I want to release. Alright, so where is the red power wires that connect and turn these engines on? I think they're behind here somewhere. Yep, there we go. Okie dokie. Hope I'm not making too much of a mess at this point. So I could just tap into this one, I think. Yeah, this'll work. Put this guy back here. Put this cover back on. And let's see what we can do. Where is these guys? I don't know if that's necessary anymore. So if I just want to tap straight over to here, this might not be a bad idea. I'll have to cover this back up in a bit, but no biggie. So I'm thinking I could just have a computer right here with a gate reader here, right? Then I could set down my computer. Just want him orientated the right way. That'll work. And then on the right side of this dude, stone jacketed wiring. Cool. And I should be able to cover all this up in a bit. So that should be able to happen. Now, all I got to do is the following. So let's just test to make sure everything's working out here. We're at 29,298,760. So look at that. Perfect. So as soon as I set the redstone output on this computer, it will go ahead and start charging up my energy cell. Not bad at all. Sweet. And then I can set it to false to turn it off. As long as I spell the word false right. Alright, let me write a quick program, and then I'll be back to get this to work properly. Alright guys, so I've got a little check power program going right now. It's really simple. It's pretty much what I used prior just to test out my stuff. So it wraps the peripheral, it gets the data. So what I want to do is pretty much continuously loop getting the data. We don't need to actually print it. but we want to check if it's completely out of energy. In order for us to do that, all we got to do is say if data is no energy, then print empty. Okay, that's pretty much it. Cool. Then what we're going to do here is sleep for 60 seconds, because I wanted to just wait 60 seconds, and then end. Okay, so I didn't space it out, but I'll take care of that right now. There we go. Nice and simple. So it's going to continuously check for this guy here to be empty, and if it is, it'll print the word empty. But that's obviously not what we want to do. What we actually want to do is create a function called refill. And what this will do, well, the first thing it's going to do is do this. Redstone.setOutput right true, which turns on the redstone signal on the right side of the machine. Here, boom, turning on the engines. And then we want to do data is equal to m.get. Awesome. Now, how do we want to do it from here? Good question, let me think. And there we go. A little bit of programming later, and this should work in theory. I haven't tested it yet, but that's next on the list. But basically, when we run the refill function, which we're going to do when it's empty. See? Refill. Cool. So if data no energy is true, then print empty. And then start the refill function, which will turn on the right output here. Okay, and it'll check if the data is full energy, which will, the first time it'll obviously return false because it's still empty, right? What we're going to do is print not full yet, sleep for about a minute, and then get the data again. And then we're going to check again. Is full energy true? No. Print not full yet, sleep a minute, etc., etc. And then when it is done looping, we're going to do this. Redstone.setOutput right false. And that should do what we want to do. So first, what I'm going to do is check this. Maybe I even want to set... Yeah, that looks good. So we should be able to run this now. So if I run check power, what I actually want to do is run this. Cool. Then we'll know that it's actually running. Check it. Cool. Printed not empty. Nice. All we got to do to check this and have it test is actually drain this redstone energy cell, which I think we could manage to do at some point, couldn't we? Yeah, I'll find a way to hook that up and do that now. So let's see what we can come up with. I'm going to clean up the floor and everything here, make it look nice again, and be back in just a few minutes. There we go. Beautifully covered up. Now, let's figure out, do I want to drain this thing completely? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm going to do that. So, good way to drain this probably would maybe to be create some magma crucible. I think this thing can draw 20 Minecraft joules per tick, which is pretty darn expensive. The liquid transposer is 4, and this guy's also 4. So, if I really wanted to do something crazy here, I could use the magma crucible to create lava out of cobblestone. That would be a nice quick way to drain this thing out. But I probably would like to store that lava somewhere, so I'll manage to find a spot. While I get that spot ready, I will start kicking it up. So if I just throw some cobblestone in there, you can see it's draining 20 MJ per tick. Awesome. Let's see what happens down here. Nice, it's draining. I like that. Okay, I will be back once it's empty. Alright guys, while I'm waiting for that magma crucible thing to do its thing, I think down here it's still cooking up some lava. I put as much... Yeah, look at that, 142 left to go. I just threw some lava cans in there. I'm hoping this will be enough to get things going. Nice. Grum wanted to come visit and hang out, right? What's up, Grum?
Hello. I'm actually at your base, but I'm not sure where you're at.
I'm right here.
Ah. Whee.
Nice. So, check out my nifty little system. Go ahead, flip the lever. And then come over here. Ta-da! How cool is that?
Oh, darn it! I actually set my ender pouch to your chest.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Just blindly
funny.
clicking, but at least I can look into it now easily. Is that actually keeping up? Because I think the sorter isn't fast enough to actually handle this. This should clog up
Well,
eventually.
It depends how big your tunnel bore is. Mine's only 9 by 9. Alright, so come over here, check this out now. Turn off the lever. Give it a second or two and everything will stop moving. And hit the button. Ta-da!
Ah, I'm not wearing my chest. I'm scared.
Oh, you're not wearing your... You should have been wearing your quantum armor. That could have been lava there. And I would not have been held responsible.
Let me pick it up quickly. Yeah, it's fully charged.
I'm draining the
TP?
water here. Teleport back? Sure, one sec.
Cheers.
I had the fog
Cool.
disabling mod on, but it actually killed the overlays. Remember my episode, I think yesterday I was having trouble with overlays, guys? I figured out why. It was the mod that I had that disabled fog here, so that was not good. It's super compact, actually.
This one will get stuck eventually.
Which one?
At this tunnel bore.
Why is that?
Because of here, if you dig under gravel, then the gravel will eventually fall in this hole where I'm standing, and then your tunnel bore will be stuck.
I haven't had that problem yet. I think the tunnel bore moves slowly enough that it doesn't move forward through gravel. I think it's if gravel falls in front of it, it'll break it again and clear a path.
Okay. Well, I had that problem, so
Cool.
this one has a hole as well. So this.
Yeah. Well, there's the wire there, but yeah, you're right. There's a hole there. If gravel
Oh, no,
falls, I'll figure it out. If it
I
never
think
happens, I'll know.
I think you can have liquid falling in between as well.
It's pretty compact though. Like
Oh yeah, absolutely.
you don't even need like half this stuff. Like the back here is just I have a NOT gate connected to the frequency transmitter so that it runs when I flip the lever. And then see here I have a counter set up.
Ah yeah.
The counter is set up so that every 20 pulses from the timer, it'll deploy a torch and then reset the counter.
Cute.
Yeah. So that's basically every 10 blocks or so, it'll deploy a torch. Just because, you know, I don't want to leave mob traps behind me. Look at this, there's just torches. It's so cool. There's no torches here because we had some water flowing in from over here. I actually tunneled through someone's quarry. I think it was Thunderdark's. And this was all completely covered with water. I removed the water source block up there. So, like, it was completely covered, and my tunnel bore was a submarine for, like, 5 minutes as it, like, just bored through the water here. It was so cool to watch. But you can see some water coming along from behind. All that's coming from back here. So the water source blocks back here are where all that water's coming in from. I think it's another quarry, actually, above it. But yeah, it was actually really cool to watch it dig through water and have no problems. So the only problem I did have as it dug through water is I think it knocked the portal frame off. The thing that lets me portal over here. I think that got dislodged by water. Because it was gone when I found it and it was underwater. So I assume it was the water that knocked it off.
We should actually test that and make some roof over it so it can't get tossed off.
Yeah, we probably should. But
it's quite a problem because your TBM will move so far eventually.
Exactly. Like, I don't leave it on when I'm not online because I'm nervous. Because I know, like, sometimes if there's, like, a really weird server glitch, like you had 20 minutes ago, it can kill the tunnel bore in motion if the server crashes. Which actually just happened to Grum. His entire tunnel bore was destroyed because the server crashed while it was in motion, and he came back and, like, half of it was in and half of it was, like, just not in the world. It was just gone.
If it was only a half, I would have been happy, but it was far more that's gone.
Yeah, but it's okay. Because it was technically a bug, I refunded his items. So he had to, unfortunately, he had to rebuild it, but you know, at least it was pretty. Would it take you like half hour to rebuild?
It took me an hour, but yeah.
Yeah, well, not too bad. Could have been worse, right? Whoa, look at all this
Absolutely.
awesome stuff back here. So I'm pretty thrilled with my tunnel bore. It's working pretty great. Like I said, I only made it 9x9. I could easily make it larger, but I didn't really feel a need to. I'm getting enough resources right now. And my system's keeping up pretty well. Like, I haven't just let it run, but I run it for like 10, 15 minutes at a time. And I'm able to, you know, my recyclers are working in my overworld, and we've got everything working here. Things seem to be keeping up pretty well. Not bad at all. How's this doing? Speaking of things keeping up. Ooh, it's almost empty. I want to see the computer check and find out that the redstone energy cell is empty. Ooh, it has to have another piece of cobblestone in there, I think, to actually get there. Alright guys, I'll be back in just a minute once this thing is done emptying out. Alright guys, we're back, and the energy cell is empty. Nice. This guy is still cooking up a little bit of magma. Let's use its internal storage. And my computer should now check and discover that things are empty. So within a minute here, this computer should notice it happening. The redstone energy cell is empty. Oh, there it goes. Hold on. I just saw some energy going in. Empty. Now it's checking for it to be full. And we can see power flowing in. Nice. Because the computer here is running its program to turn on the engines. Extra nice. So, program working exactly as I would have hoped. And it's okay, because if this turtle decides to come over, he'll be able to refill his redstone energy cell as well. You know, he'll just have to sometimes wait a little longer if both engines are running at once, or whatever. But I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm not going to be using these machines that much. But they're good to have in here, so that is pretty cool. So, my computer has successfully detected that the thing needs to be recharged. I'm really excited about that. And that makes this a good wrapping up point. So I hope you guys enjoyed checking out episode 88. This is Direwolf20 signing off, and take it easy.